A woman longed to experience motherhood but didn't realize her dream until she adopted triplets whose birth mother tragically passed away during labor. With unwavering dedication, she nurtured the infants to the best of her abilities, unaware that a single phone call would dramatically alter the course of her life 5 years later. Working as the best gynecologist in town, Amber never found the time to follow her passion outside work or fulfill her dreams. She would return home from work every day, cook dinner, and have it by herself, sitting on a leather couch in her living room. Amber lived in a big house all by herself. The empty rooms and quiet hallways often reminded her of her dream of having children. She desperately wanted to become a mother, but none of her ex-boyfriends were ever ready for it. Moreover, she didn't find the time to explore other options because of her demanding job. Am I ever gonna have a child? She often wondered while anxiously tossing and turning in bed every night. Little did she know that an unusual incident at work would soon allow her to fulfill her wish. It was a regular day for Amber when she reached the gynecology department at her workplace. She could sense the tension in the air as she walked through the corridor. Something wasn't right. The woman in room 109 came in for an emergency C-section, but her condition was worsening with each passing minute. Dr. Pratchett, a nurse in the corridor, revealed. Oh no! Amber shook her head while thinking about her co-worker's patient. However, she still felt hopeful because she'd seen most women survive childbirth complications. The pregnant woman in the operation theater was hanging between life and death. Her vitals were fluctuating as she experienced labor pains. She'd come in to deliver her triplets, but it seemed like the babies would never see their mother. Dr. Pratchett, the woman in room 109, isn't responding, the nurse said while standing at the entrance of Amber's office. Her babies, they're in the NICU, 2 in critical condition, the third one's doing better. Once she died, Amber immediately rose to her feet. Are you saying she had triplets? Yes, Dr. Pratchett, the nurse replied. She was a single mother, and no one in her family will keep her babies. I'm sure they'll end up going on the adoption list. Feeling worried for the babies, Amber rushed to see their mother, hoping there was something she could do to revive her. However, when she reached the operation theater and saw the woman, she instantly recognized her. Oh my God! Amber gasped upon looking at the prominent birthmark on the dead woman's knee. That's Christine. Christine was Amber's best friend in high school, but they'd been long out of contact for 2 decades. Looking at the birthmark made her realize it was the same girl who used to play with her in school. She was sure the dead woman was Christine. Tears started trickling down Amber's cheeks after seeing her friend lying unresponsive on the hospital bed. There was nothing Amber could do to revive her. Now heartbroken, Amber walked towards the NICU to see Christine's triplets. The premature babies were calmly resting there, unaware their mother had died. Watching them made Amber realize she had to help them. She couldn't let Christine's babies suffer. I'll adopt them, Christine, she whispered while resting her hand on the glass wall. I promise I will give them the love and care they deserve. Amber knew raising 3 babies at once would be exhausting and challenging, but she was ready to give it her best. After all, she yearned to be a mother, and adopting Christine's children was the perfect opportunity to turn her dreams into reality. As years went by, Amber watched her children thrive under her care. She sacrificed her needs to give them the best of everything, as their biological mother would. There was nothing more important to Amber than the triplets who showed her what it felt like to be a mother. 5 years had passed since the adoption, but Amber felt like she met her babies for the first time a day ago. She was spending time with her children at home on a Saturday morning when she heard her phone ring. Hello? Amber answered the call, thinking it was one of her patients. Is this Dr. Pratchett? An unknown man asked from the other end, his voice carrying a tinge of nervousness. Yes, I'm Dr. Pratchett, and this is Sebastian. The man introduced himself. I found your number on your hospital's website. Do you think we can meet for coffee today? I want to talk about something important. You can book an appointment for Monday. Amber replied sternly, wondering why a patient wanted to meet her outside her workplace. I didn't contact you for a medical appointment, Dr. Pratchett. Sebastian-san, I wanted to talk to you about Christine's triplets, the children you adopted. They? What about them? Amber interrupted the man while feeling protective about her babies. Christine was my partner, Dr. Pratchett. Sebastian replied seriously. She told me about her pregnancy, but things didn't work out and we had to part ways. I just want to meet my children one time, please. Amber was shocked upon learning about Sebastian's existence. She wasn't ready to let another man disrupt her bond with her babies. Hello, Dr. Pratchett, are you there? Sebastian's voice interrupted Amber's thoughts. "Yes, but I need some time to think about this," she said before hanging up. Although Amber felt anxious thinking about Sebastian ruining her bond with her children, she also wanted her babies to know their biological father. She thought hiding the truth from them wouldn't be fair. As a result, Amber immediately called Sebastian back and invited him to the nearby park to meet his children in the evening. She knew it would help the triplets with unanswered questions about their other parent. "We're going to meet your father," she told her 5-year-olds before leaving for the park. Feeling anxious about the meeting, Amber entered the park, holding her children close to her. She sat on a bench, waiting for Sebastian to arrive. "I hope this goes well," she thought while fidgeting with her fingers. Amber thought she would have to ask Sebastian to provide proof of his paternity, but watching him instantly bond with the triplets made her believe he was indeed their biological father. She watched her babies laugh at his jokes and listened carefully to the stories he told them about their late mother. Amber was thrilled to witness her children's elation upon meeting their father. It seemed as though he was the missing piece they had been eagerly anticipating. As Sebastian continued to engage with the children over the following months, Amber gradually realized that their apprehensions were unfounded. She came to understand that she could fulfill her role as their mother while also allowing their biological father to play a significant part in their lives. Though the adjustment was initially challenging, it ultimately served to strengthen the bond between the triplets and their father. Meanwhile, Amber found solace in observing her children grasp the complexities of relationships and the enduring power of love surrounding them.